They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
For Houston.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
He's brought that.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Marquise Brown.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
First down, Baltimore.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw again is Jackson, being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. Steen's got it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 8.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. 54. 99. Check 99. 55.
Johnson on the counter. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
58, boy, 58, 58, come on. All day, dog. 58's the money.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
36-yard line.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. Right 55. Right 55. Check.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Check 48's the money. Check 48's the money. So we got man.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Watch the edge. 2-4.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now a handoff. Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made by Whitney Merciless. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Tackle made.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brennan Scarlett brought him down.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. This time Jackson will throw it. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
To kick off for Baltimore.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Ball carrier.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The toss right. This is Ingram. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The keeper.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Mark Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the backer, check the backer. At 24.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Big stop, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
58 to the line. 58 to the line. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you. 54.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Now Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
2nd and 9. At the 10.
He's going to keep it again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Johnson. Johnson on, it's poked free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And some room to work. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Take over
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Gary and Conlon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this